Welcome, welcome, my dear little beans. And hello, hello to a little forgetful meerkat. I totally did not forget to start Vinyan and plug in my my motion capture. I totally did not forget that. No. Who would I be if I would forget it? I am here with a little bit of a... yes. Hello, lights. Hello, my dear lovely Vanier. Hello, Jack. How's the handsome lion doing? Hello, Alpha-kun. Excited to catch my first stream from ya. Well, excited to have you here. And why is this fish game not going away? Today's stream is something again. Why are you not going away? It should go away automatically. Now it's gone. Okay. Hello, Green Yoshi. Welcome in. I was thinking today if I should stream or not stream, because just before I started stream, my neck suddenly started so much to hurt. But I decided to stream anyways, because you always give me so much joy. And yeah, so I hopefully my neck won't do too much of a pain, or it doesn't bother me too much in the stream, so that I can do my regular stream. Yeah, I'm happy to have you all here. How are you guys doing? It's hot here. We have over 30 degrees Celsius again here. I'm sweating my balls off. Please work. Why are you not working, fishy game? Dude, today is a day where everything breaks. Connect to Twitch. I did authorize you again. Looks bit authenticated. You can close this window now. Yes. Why aren't you working? I think Lurkbait is dead today. Because I did authorize before already. It said I'm authorized. And it says it's authorizing it not connected. I think Lurkbait is just kaput today. I don't think it's working today. That's a pity. God damn it. No fishes today. It looks like. Looks like no fishes today. I will refund you your points, of course, Green Yoshi. Get into stream. We have finished that one. Where is the fish? Fish. Green Yoshi, redeem. So I refunded you the points again. So you're not scammed. And you played this game already. Nice. I was looking for short games because next week on Friday. Thank you so much for your tier 1 fave. Thank you, Alpha-kun. Happy to have you here with the beans. And I hope you will enjoy my emotes. And the ad-free experience, of course. But yeah, your support is very, very generous. Thank you. But yeah, I was looking for shorter games to play because next week on Friday I will be gone for 4 entire weeks. Because I and my Han, or my boyfriend, are flying over to Japan for 4 weeks. And I did not want it to start like a bigger game that needs like multiple streams because I didn't want to blue ball you all for 4 weeks until I finish the game. So yeah, that's why I googled a little bit and then this game came out. I have no idea what this game is about, but it's overwhelmingly positive. And it's supposedly just my stream length, like 2.5 to 3 hours. What are we doing in Japan? Well, what are we not doing in Japan? Plan is that we are on the 12th, on the Friday on the 12th, we are flying to Tokyo. And then we are taking the Shinkansen straight down to Hiroshima. And we are starting from Hiroshima up over Osaka, Kyoto, Nagoya, and Tokyo. Hello, hello, hybrid. Welcome into the stream. And I have plastered on Google Maps. I made a specific list of stuff that looks interesting or that I want to do. We will see what we will look at and where we will go, also depending on the weather. One of the points that I definitely want to go in Japan then is Nara Park, Nara Koen, because I love the deer parks. But we can only do that when we we have a good day or a nice day. So yeah, there are plans, but I don't know how well the weather gods are suited for us. Hello, hello, Quill. How are you doing? Happy to have you. And we still have connection issues. Wah! Dirkbait, why are you not working? Logged in. It should work then. Let me test. It did nothing, okay. Fish game is broken. But yeah, that's the plan for when I'm over in Japan. Because yeah, my list for stuffs to do in Japan is a big one. I have like in my Japan travel folder, I have like over 120 destinations. No, 102 destinations that I have planned. Or at least that which are interesting to me. And we will see what we will be able to do. Well yeah, for the 4 weeks we have the main cities planned of Hiroshima, Kyoto, Tokyo, Nagoya, and Tokyo. Maybe also make like a little day trips to Kobe or Okayama, maybe. We'll see. Hello, hello, Gion Brave. You reach into the dark and pop into the light next to the wall, on the opposite of the side of... Are you okay, Hybrid? And no, I never experienced that. But yeah, without further ado, let's look into the game. But Lowlight, yes. I just wanted to say, your belly cam is ready. Well, then let's start what remains of Edit Finish. Thank you, Seribot, for getting rid of that person. Ooh, I love organ music. Stealing my shirt again. What remains of Edith Finch? Ooh, we're going directly into the game, or what? Oh, okay. Oh. Hello, VTuber. You love organ. Well, I love the music of your organs as well, Jack. Edith Finch. I do like this. This is a cozy vibe. And yes, Jag is very amazed. Puget Sound, fairy lands.
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you. And I'm sorry about that. I'm just gonna start at the beginning with the house.
Okay, let's look at the audio mixer. Can do the sound effects a little bit down and music a little bit down, but have the speech up.
My brother Milton disappeared when I was 4. It was like the house just swallowed him up.
Oh, okay. I would like Jack to swallow me up. What? Don't keep me around. October 23rd. That's 3 days before my birthday. I'm October 26th. Okay.
Someone had put up a chain link fence, but it looked like I wasn't the first person to hop it.
Yeah, that's... Surely a few people went over that. Question is, why would you hop the fence though if you would just be able to climb under the rock and climb down here over the rock? I would prefer to go just over the rock here. Or there. That would look easier. But okay. Jump the fence if you want. That's a good snoot, Jag.
I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
Okay. I mean, it looks a little bit dangerous, that house. Just look at how stacked it is. If I would live on the top and there would be a windy day, I probably would have a little bit of fright in my heart. As the big, strong, heavy meerkat falls down. Yeah, it's an earthquake. Orca's Island Gazette. Ooh, I love me an Orca Island. Aww.
Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately.
7 years ago, urgent. Well, I think you're past that. But I do love this mailbox. It looks very cute. That's what I meant. Look at how tilted the uppermost house is. I would be so scared to fall down.
I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
So did Lewis live here? No trespassing. This property is protected by video surveillance. Trespassers will be prosecuted. Okay, can't be America, because else they would write trespassers will be shot.
In her will, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked. Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought that the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
I mean, sometimes a mystery isn't bad. Okay, do we go left or do we go right? Do we go the comfy way or do we go the difficult way? I'm up for both. The Finches. difficult. Let's go this one then. Just notice my model is lagging quite a bit. Okay, might not have everything on Ultra. Shadow, I don't need shadows on Ultra. Those usually take a lot of power. Still is laggy. Let's get down everything down to just high. Take the shadows even further down. Yeah, it's still a bit laggy, but it's much better. But probably it's just because there's so much foliage here. And when you're farting around, but not sniffing it up. Where am I? Is this the darkest timeline?
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it. But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to.
So she got the house from their parents.
The woods around the house have always been uncomfortably silent. As if they're about to say something, but never do.
I do like some silent forests. Just be there, listen to the wind and such. I do like such stuff. Am I the only one that is not afraid of, for example, to be in a dark forest alone at night? Or are you guys scared of that? Because I think it's kind of nice somehow. Depends. Dear. Depends on what. If with a friend, no. Oh, look at that cutie deer. But alone you would be scared, Lolite? And by myself in the middle of the night, yes. Oh. I was in my youth, I was in the Pathfinder or Boy Scouts, how I think the Americans call it, or how it's called in English, and we often had stuff where we were alone and had to go through the forest or through the woods, and I never had any fear or issues with it. Of course, at the beginning, you would say, oh my god, it's the dark forest, but with being a long time there, we just... yeah, I just got used to it. It's nice to be in the forest. I don't know how the pack number system goes with yours, because we had animals to our troops. Because our Boy Scouts or Pathfinder troops were to an animal, like wolf, deer, bear, etc. Guess which I was.
The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it.
And I think Lola would be 69. I mean, the house does look kinda neat and interesting. It was 69? Nice.
I asked Edie once about the dragon in the pond. She said it had killed her husband.
She told you. The yin definitely is 69.
I was 6. It seemed like an odd joke to me even then.
And I was deer. Wir waren Hirsch. That was our group. I was at the Hirsch, at the deers. I sometimes thinking about doing like a back to the roots stream where I just have my old models, like my old meerkat model, my
As a
old
child,
deer model.
the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words.
Because I do have a deer model for the stream too. My old stream had the meerkat and the deer as switchable avatars, and now I have the
as
meerkat
a
and the
17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were.
now I have the meerkat
I
and
was
the
afraid of
yin
the house.
as switchable ones. Ooh, wind chime. No, I didn't want to go in.
Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
I wanted to look a bit more around.
The power had been turned off the night we left.
Aw. Can't go out again, of course. Gary's potting mix. Laundry detergent. Eco. The Dirt King. I don't know. Okay, we have nobody in there. Yes, nobody in there. That's usually something good. There are no bodies in the refrigerator or in the deep freezer. Must have been a doghouse with the tennis ball here. Mr. Death Wolf. Here to reap my soul.
For the first time in years,
Yes.
I felt like I was home.
I mean, it was your home, so of course you would feel like home.
But instead of a family, there were just memories of one.
Eddie, Edith, Dawn, and Lewis. Okay. So we are, I think, Edith, because Edith Finch. Lewis was the one that died and went missing. Dawn and Eddie. Do we have two mothers? I'm here to reap the soul of everyone here. But then I don't have anybody watching me, Vanir. Or you reap their souls and make them watch me. Then it's fine again. Beloved brother to Edith. Louis Finch. Brother to Edith, to us, yes, okay. In memorial, okay, he died, okay. It was not lost, he died. The holiday feast. Meow! And from your aunt. Hello, Onyx. Hello, Drew. How are you both doing, you cuties? A Viking's belly. That sounds like a war novel. That sounds like a war novel when I see one. I know it's cookbooks from the north, etc., but the Viking's belly. I could imagine a different story with that. Tasting Thailand. Ooh, we have a macro here too. They are tasting the entire Thailand. Weird recipes. Flour, salt, water, and yeast. I wish I was in a meerkat belly. Well. Get in a meerkat belly. Ah. Ah.
Like how only one restaurant would deliver to our house, so we had Chinese a lot.
Well, you at least had a restaurant delivering here. I mean, you have a house in the middle of the forest. Be happy that there is even a restaurant that delivers to you. Nom nom nom. Tasty little onyx. Cosmic cuisine. Flavors of India. Fanny Farmer Junior Cookbook. The Book of Mushrooms. A pie for Piper. They have a lot of cookbooks. The Pleasure of Japanese Cooking. Ooh. I wanna have the Japanese cooking one. Because I love Japanese cuisine. Because my Han and me, we made mochi ourselves already. We made okonomiyaki ourselves already. We even made mkarashi ourselves already. And stuffs. We do like some Japanese nums. Okay, repeating books. Okay. Nom 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 nom. The Flavors of India is probably written by an Indian elephant who eats people. Probably.
The table was still a wreck from the night we left.
Telling from all of those various flavors they ate from the tourists. Okay, we have someone who needs additional oxygen.
It was like
That's
a bomb
never
had
good.
gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture.
It's never good if you need additional oxygen. Raw fowl. Cross Creek Cookery. More cooking books. Taming the Sea. A Fisherman's Guide. The Pacific Pantry. A Good Table. The Sublime Supper. From Cove to Stove. I think they like cooking. Hello, Fetchy. Did you eat Edith Finch? Well, I think we are playing as Edith Finch, but I might have eaten all the other people. Can somebody please give Fetchy a shout out to the lovely Foxy? Plap, 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 plap. Plap one more time and I will eat you. And then I store you right in there, little Fetzy. See? There's the Fetzy storage then. Plap. And of course, Lowlight steals my shirt again.
Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it. Like a smile with too many teeth.
You just wanna see my naked belly again. I know, Lowlight, because you were the one that suggested the belly redeem. So I know that you want to have that. The King in Yellow. I think this is the first not cookbook that we see. There's so many books in this house. Just look at all those nerds that lived here. Wait, what's that? Is it an island, a little one? A statue. 2 statues. Okay, interesting. How are you? Well, I am doing great.
Even the fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house after it sank.
Oh, we are in a rebuilt house. Okay. I am doing better. I was thinking of streaming today because I had today suddenly so a tense and stiff neck because of my cervical Halswirbelfehlstellung, cervical misaligned thingy. But it's better. So I thought, yeah, okay, let's try to stream today. Because next week on Friday, I will be away for 4 weeks. So, and I want to still take a little bit of September with me. And yes, the yin is also edible. Cause low light actually has the VIP room in the stream. He did redeem the Wormy as a first person. And thank you for the noms, Onyx. Yum, 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 yum. And thank you for the for shouting Fetzi out again. Thank you, thank you. Doppelt hält besser. Double is better than none, or how that would be in English, I don't know. Stop it. I need to read stuffs. The Witch Kitchen. Of course there's more cookbooks. The Smoke in the Forest. The Hunter's Roast. Made of Meat. Look chat, they made a cookbook about you all. Let me ask, is your avatar an otter? No, it is a meerkat actually. Look there. They made a cookbook about you, chat. Made of meat. Raw fowl. Labyrinth. The Aleph. What is an Aleph? House of Leaves. That sounds like a vegetarian cookbook. House of Leaves. I mean, I do love me some leaves. Don't mind me. Ronick doesn't know olives. I do know olives. But these are not olives. This is Aleph. A-L-E-P-H. Not olives. Aleph. And I have no idea what Aleph is. Ooh, Scorpion. Scorpion is actually my zodiac. I am a Scorpion. Fun fact. My species, meerkat, is immune to my zodiac's poison. Meerkats are immune to scorpion poison. Did you know that? Little trivia. Cause yeah, meerkats can get stung by scorpions and they just feel a little tipsy. It's just like drinking alcohol. Ooh. You have a centipede and a millipede. I think. No, these are the centipedes and these are the millipedes. Because centi, 100, milli, 1,000. Milli are the ones with the stronger, with the more legs. Blah. English is difficult today again. Ooh, birds. Of course, standard American picture. Yeah, but luckily Sari is keeping a good eye on those. Ooh. We have a violin and we have a bratsche. How is it called in English? Geige and bratsche. Violin and viola. No, a cello is much bigger than this. But there are violin, viola, and cello. Those are the differences. Because a violin is the normal you have on the side. A viola is also on the side, but is like, I think, 1 or 2 octaves lower. Because a violin is on the F key. And the viola is on the B key, I think. Am I like completely wrong or not? No. On the G note, on the C note, and the F note is the bass note, the bass clef. I know music, I swear I know music, as I flutist myself. What's this? I hate many of those insects, except butterflies. I do like insects. But then I am a meerkat. We eat insects. We make nom nom insect.
Great Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house.
There's a big Fitz. Hmm. Yeah, as I said, this is not a cello. This is a viola, because a cello is much wider. And a cello also has, like, on the floor here, it has a tip going out on the floor, because the cello you put on the floor. I do know that because the wife of my flute teacher was a cellistin. So I do know quite good how cellos look.
Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit.
But I wanted the basement. It would have been too easy if that would be the key already. Again, cookbooks. Or Tales of Taste and Tummies. Aww, that's cute. That book there. Tales of Taste and Tummies. Tell me about your tummy tales, please. Do you also have tummy tales, chat? This Spint? The Norse myths. What is Spint? The Spint Among Us. Do you have a brace or a pillow or something to help your spine? Nope, I have nothing. Ah. Did you hear the little knick? Those knicks and those were for my neck. Because today it's tensed again, my neck. It's manageable right now. That's why I thought I will do my stream, because I can manage it for now. That's also why I said I don't know if I will finish the exam, the complete game, because I plan to complete the game in one stream. If my neck acts up again and I just can't because of neck pain, then I will stop earlier.
My mom wasn't much of an optimist, but she never stopped believing that my brother Milton was alive.
But for now, it's okay. I can manage for now.
A lot of things got left behind in the whirlwind of that last night.
Why would you seal up a room like this? Thank you for the follow, Tessella. And welcome into the beans. I hope you will enjoy. Take care of yourself if you need. Yes, I will. I will take care of myself. But thanks for making you and for worrying about me. Weird dress. How many copies of Tasting Thailand do they have here? Or of the Viking's Belly? How many copies of that do they have here? I worry for everyone. Oh, well, you should also worry about yourself, Hybrid. You're also important. Barbara Finch. Oh, cute doggo.
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms.
Furry. Furry confirmed. Edit is a furry.
Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
Okay, why would you do that? And no, it didn't give me the option for the lift. Ooh, this looks interesting.
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room.
This is Uncle Walter's room? This would more
I
like...
think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up.
This would more likely would fit like a child's room. This room would be so cool as for a child to have. No?
He always told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
20,000 leagues under the ocean. Under the sea. Okay. Oh! Okay, that's the key.
Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets.
Uh-huh.
Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of.
Okay, there is one weird thing to close up. But I don't wanna go forward right now. I wanna look through the rest of the rooms first. Hello, hello, D20ter. Hello. Secrets, yes. Oh, look at that mouse. Oh, look at the cutie mice. It's Shakespeare mice. But again, a sealed door. Who seals the door with like this big huge bracket and foam? Who would do that? Okay, look over here and then we go in that hole. Because I think this is the only way we can go.
Edie's father Odin built the original house.
Odin. Okay. That I am Yin. Okay, if they are called Odin, then this would explain why they have so many cookbooks about Norse cooking or Viking cooking, etc. If he's coming from that area. Barbara. Yes, all of the bouncies. The Big Book of Homeschooling. That's not that big of a book. Pastoria. Orange tabby. Aw, it's orange cat alcohol. Bouncy, bouncy, bouncy.
Mom must have locked the third floor stairs on the night we left.
Okay, can't go up there.
Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
I mean, if Barbara is like a theater actor, then why not? But that's also the Bigfoot that we have seen in the music box. That saw blade is cool. Look, they painted over the saw blade. Or the two-man saw blade. That's pretty cool. I like that. There's so much to see. Okay, these doors are all locked up. Oh. Calvin and Sam. They do have different tastes. The one is more American plain, and the other one is more like space astronaut. Gregory. He only was 1 year here? Yes, have a big huggy star. Huggy huggy. And he lived 11 years here, okay. Sven and Eddie. How many kids did they have? It would be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with Barbara. And yes, at least 6 children they have. And here this is Molly. So yeah, they did have a lot of kids. Okay, let's check this room then.
From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me.
Now I just noticed what this is. This is a cat with a dead bird in the maw. Makes nom nom. Aw. It's my best drawing.
Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan.
Okay, a little crawl space.
I had no idea what was behind that door.
Neither do I. Is it Molly's room? Are we now on the other side of Molly's
It's
room?
like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
Orcas Island calves.
I grew
Yeah.
up looking at Molly's room through the peephole.
Ah, those were the peephole. Ah, okay, the big wooden thing over the thingy. Okay, now I get it. Those were the peepholes. Okay. I'm not the smartest one, okay, so... The Magic Mountain. Let's go to Magic Mountain! Yeah, jolly! Magic Mountain! 9 Lives. A book about cats, I think. Alice in Wonderland! Alice in Wonderland is cool. The Jungle Book. The Princess and the Goblin. I don't know that one. Tales from Beyond. Beast of Nature. Well, I am a beast of nature.
Being inside for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting.
This looks a lot like Princess and Stuffs, which reminded me immediately of Slay the Princess again. And how I still have to play that game more.
Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage.
Aww, that's cool. They made a little like, gerbil house and stuff and oh, it's cute. Fox. Vulpes vulpes. That's the normal general fox. 1947. How old is that? What for a time do we have here? But okay. Probably we have later because the house is abandoned. I don't know how long. So. Okay, she was the bug
I got
collector
the sense
and
Edie
stuff.
had spent a lot of time here before my mom sealed the doors.
Quickly gotta look through something. Oh, they have a little furry Molly. So it was not Edith, not our character that was a furry, it's her. Okay.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat.
Then I found my gerbil. My gerbil was flesh and sustenance. Oh, the gerbil food, not the gerbil, okay.
The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
Tappy 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 tappy. Belly tappy. Belly tappy tappy tappy. Also. Belly tappy 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 tappy. Now I have a big belly. Mount Rainier.
My Halloween candy was all gone.
Oh no, no Halloween candy anymore. I can eat the fish. I thought about that.
I thought about eating Christopher, but I held back.
How hungry do you have to be that you think of eating your pet fish? Jesus Christ. Yeah, I know, but I don't wanna progress the story too much. Ooh.
I ate a lot of things that night.
But aren't those bad berries? Those distel? Because this is a distel in German. Isn't there... Aren't those poisonous?
I heard chirping outside my window.
And then I ate the bird. No, a distel, you know, there's a mistletoe. Those have such berries. Looked like a mistletoe. And those berries are not edible
It was a barn
usually.
swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her. And suddenly, I was a cat.
Okay. Told you, she is totally a furry. She's a cat now. Nom 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 nom
I
nom.
tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
Meow. Oh, nobody in there. The fireplace is going. On the topic of hungry, I am also hungry. I don't know why, but as soon as you were talking about the hungry, my
Mom
belly
and
said,
Dad didn't even look at me.
my belly now decided to be hungry as well. God damn it. Why are you like this, belly? Why do you want to have food right now? I ate before stream. It's facing through the brand says. Well, this game is probably not made for this. So it's forgivable if it isn't perfect. Because I highly doubt this is a main mechanic of the game. Yum. There's a nest.
The
Typical.
babies were all gone.
Oh, I can't even have babies. Nom nom nom.
I
Nom.
jumped and I almost got her. I could tell she was getting really tired.
I mean, it's the fault of the bird if they don't fly further
Now I was
away.
up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore.
But
All
you
I
do
cared
anyway.
about was eating that mama bird.
Okay, this girl wanting to eat mama bird, thinking about eating all of the time, having furry stuffs of herself in the room and in the house with the furry mask, imagining being a cat. This lady is definitely a warfare.
I gobbled her up. And suddenly, I
Nom
was
nom
an
nom
owl.
nom nom.
First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass.
Actually pretty cool. Not gonna lie, this is actually pretty cool. Oh, bam. Okay, I can't crash into it.
Rabbits.
I tried to crash into it. Yum.
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons.
And
I swallowed
swallowing
him up,
whole.
And I didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off to find something.
This girl
bigger.
definitely is into war. Whoever made this part of the game is definitely into war.
A mama rabbit.
Catch 2 rabbits with
She
only
was
2
almost too
swoops.
big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And
Oh.
suddenly, I was a shark.
Wait, what? Blow high! No! Blow high! Blow high! What have they done to you? Ah. This game is hilarious.
I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever.
This became such a war game. It's impossible.
I wanted fat, juicy seals. I tore off her flipper and it tasted really
This
good.
game is getting weirder and weirder, but also interesting. Yeah, exactly. This game... I thought this game would be like more of a narrative game, like a little bit of a walking simulator or something along those lines. But that it became a war game, I would not have thought that.
I grabbed on tight. But I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
Huh. Shapeshifting takes a ton of power. It's one hell of a story. Yeah. Wait, we are a tentacle now? What the fuck? What the fuck?
Now I was a monster and I smelled people everywhere.
Yes. Where are people? Let me eat people. Let me wear this cone as a hat. You can hit. You can hit the text. I can hit the text.
I
Food.
was big, but I moved real quiet.
We have food here. Om nom 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 nom.
I wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
Well, this isn't an octopus. She says she's a monster. So probably she's more like a tentacled sea monster. What shall we do with a drunken sailor? Oh, it actually stays around that. It doesn't clip. That's interesting. Drunken sailor, what shall we do with a drunken sailor? What shall we do with a drunken sailor? Early and die morning. Okay, can I get up here? Yes. No, I can't. Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. Omni, nommy, nom, nom.
After the last passenger, I was still hungry. And across the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it.
Oh. What is it that you have to have? Let me quickly shut down my laptop because work is done.
I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
And the good smell went into an old pipe. What is a good smell for you then? I mean, we both could have the same good smell. Oh, is this good smell? It's the smell of booty. No, don't go down again. God damn it. I didn't want to go down. These controls are difficult. Oh yeah, girl is always hungry. Hungry for
I got
more.
closer and closer.
It's her room. We are in her room. Well, that was one trip. From her room to the trees to the forest to all my stomachs. Okay.
All my stomach started growling.
All my stomachs? You have multiple stomachs?
And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to feed, and we both know I will be delicious.
This kid is definitely a vorophile. You can't tell me differently.
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have. Okay, yeah. You can't tell me differently. This kid is a vorophile, definitely. What's that sound? Now what? Well, now we know what she is into. She's into some weird stuff. Well, weird. It's normal for me, but weird for This will
many
be
other
obvious
people.
later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly.
Wait, she named the stray kitten like her child, like Molly? Okay. I'm still so confused about the story. Well, strange. I wouldn't say strange, because then you would say that I'm strange too.
I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room.
She has... Aww. She has for every animal she has their cage with a picture of them and a light. Aww. Purply. Lurpy purply Rob. Purpy. Okay. The names. We have Serpy, Purpy, Purply, Lurpy, and Rob. We're all strange, but I know why. But Molly's story almost made my skin crawl. Really?
We
Is
got
that
along,
so?
and it was a good place to hide from my mom.
This image looks cool with this 3D effect. It's just the entire image is painted on. There is no image. Okay. I just wanted to see how they made this 3D effect, but it's all is just drawn on it. Okay, interesting, interesting. Norwegian folktales. Yeah.
Even in her 90s, sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother. When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
I mean, it sounds cooler than when you say he's killed by a dragon. Sounds cooler than just he's crushed by a slide.
One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity.
The mysteries of death and thereafter. Norse for Folkkeeper. Folkinter? Norsk so folky. I don't know.
I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long time.
My friend Bigfoot. Oh. Weird America, the Finches.
Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious.
I mean, who doesn't have a mole man? Shrine sketches. I would love to look through the shrine sketches.
Louis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him.
Aw.
Edie knit me a new pair of gloves every year, just in time to replace the old ones.
Walter, Calvin and Sam, Barbara, Molly, Gus. They have Mayeen there. Mayeen is called Gus. Dawn, Gregory, Lewis, Milton, Edith. And the nest with the eggs we found in Molly's weird fantasy thing.
Her room was like a museum.
Oh, I remember those. We just always had to click in the next picture. Click, 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 click. You remember those? Who's old like me?
Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan.
And call me weird, but I am a lover of horror stories in games. And as I said, Molly's story, I both liked it and also slightly disturbed. I mean, it was definitely not your usual story, but I didn't think of myself being disturbed by it. I see you there, Yoshi.
On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind.
Ooh, wait. It started to rain here. Yeah, it's raining here now. I like rain. Okay, that's why they said the house sank and they made the new fireplace with the stones of the sunken house, because it was literally like a houseboat.
But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea.
Yeah. Well, didn't they have a weather chart, etc., to check if the waves are going big or not? Leave some rain for us. Well, yeah, maybe.
Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island.
Orcas Island. Vanir in the morning. This is way back then, yeah. I mean, you did see the calendar of I mean, you did see the calendar of 1947.
Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery.
Yes.
His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
Yes, how can I go out? Okay.
Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
I mean, does necessarily need to be something wrong with your family? Pedro, 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 Pedro. No, in Molly's room we had a calendar which with the years 1947. And Odin is like 1880, as you see, where he was born. So yeah, it's the entire family tree. Oryx and Crank. Robert Boyle. Okay, and we have everything on the side. We have Louis.
Great Grandma had always been the family's biggest fan.
Built in 1973 by Avon Finch. Which cloth? This cloth? Yeah, it's when he died. Lewis. It was he. He was Lewis. He died in 2010. Who the fuck does make their bathroom floor with this kind of flooring? That would be so moldy so quickly. That would be so quickly moldy, a carpet in the bathroom. Jesus Christ, it would get mold faster than you can say mold.
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife Kay left on the house was the pink bathroom.
I see. Personally,
It was
there's
a
too much
pretty big
pink.
trace.
I mean, I don't care if a bathroom would be all pink, but this floor, it's just this floor. I would rip this floor out so quickly. The rest, I don't really care if it's this pink, green, blue, or anything else. If it works, it works, you know. I'm a very pragmatic person. The secret. There's a secret in this bathroom. By Sven and Eddie Finch. And what is the secret? Didn't you flush the poopy?
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's
Oh,
in the last place you would look.
you may remember those
It isn't
books.
in the cupboard.
I had those books as a kid where you could just pull out
It's
stuff
hidden in this book.
and it showed such stuffs. I loved those books as a kid. This game is so much nostalgia. It's such a big nostalgia ride for me right now, because I'm born in '86, so I'm an older person, and this is my childhood. I had those as a kid. It's a time capsule, yeah. Or analog movie. Who remembers analog movies for the photo camera? You had those analog movie capsules. And everybody always thought, what are those little black tubes with the grey top you had, you know? So many people don't know what that was used for. It was used to put your film in so it's protected from the light when you send it in to the photo person for development. I had some of these when I was little.
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished.
Good old times.
He never put it down.
Good old times. And he has his own black room. For all of the younger people here, or for Gen Z's people, this is a black room. This is how you get from the negative, from this here, to your pictures to this here. With chemicals. Oh, and the dias for the slideshow. Slideshow dias. You all know the dias machines. I'm Gen Z. Well, did you know, Lydien? Do you know all this stuff? Or is it like, I don't know what a pencil does to a cassette? I'm just joking. I know what a black room is. Well, your black room is inside of my tumby because no light goes there. I'm curious to have the dark room in the bathroom though. Well, it's not really in the bathroom, it's in the walls between the outer wall and the inner wall. I don't know how American houses work, so I don't know if it's normal to have like room between the inner wall and the house wall and stuff. Any excuse to get me in your tumby? It's normal? Well, I don't know. Oh, a little snuggly cove here. That goes below a desk. Okay. Why would you have... Okay. Fort Calvin and Fort Sam. I'm not American, so I find this thing strange. Same as me. I'm a European, and I don't really know of any house that has like double walls or whatever. Odin Finch National Park. Their grandfather, I think, was Odin, got his own national park dedication. Okay. But yeah, you clearly can see their difference in taste. We have one that is sci-fi and space, and we have one that is just army and guns and stuff. Also with enlist and fight and join, and I don't know what else for propaganda stuffs. He even was in the army. Okay. Leadership Excellence. Certificate of Achievement in the Bravo Company. Okay. So he was not only a military fan, he actually served, I guess. Taxidermy for home. Okay, why would you do that? Hello, Silver. Welcome in. I hope you will have a lovely time here. Some space age, the other is down to the combat. Yeah.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin.
No, they're twins. Okay. Twins with very different... Did Calvin die in 1961? That only Sam grew up and he stopped here at 1961. Did Calvin die? That means he would be like... Okay, 85 is age 8. That means he would be at 11 years he would have died. That's too young for a kid. That's too young to die. Just 11 years. Okay, let's go here then.
And that he never talked about him.
I do love how this room looks though. I actually do love to command center. Just how much effort would have gone into building this all. Look, I mean, he only have his
my
own.
grandma didn't like history any more than my mom did.
They have his own bridge and stuffs here. Yeah, it's 61. Let's head into the command center. Yeah, 1961, as I thought, he died at 11. I do love how her grandmother though can draw on the wooden slices so good, and that she does that to memorize or memorialize the people. Aww.
How I want to remember my brother.
Do we
by
have
Sam
his story now?
The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it.
Oh yeah, we have his story now. Okay. And we are not a
My brother
cat
said
that is
he'd die
hungry.
before he ate another mushroom. And he did. At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Sam! Calvin! Dinner's ready! Coming!
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it. I told him going around was impossible.
Oh, it is possible.
Maybe if I hadn't said that.
It is just very difficult.
Calvin, I'm not gonna tell you again.
Maybe if the wind hadn't picked up,
Oh, is this how he died?
then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it.
I wonder
I
how
think he'd already made up his mind.
is the swing still standing up when
That's
it's
what I want to
stopping up
remember
here.
about my brother.
You would usually fall straight down then.
The day he made
Whoa.
up his mind to fly. And he
Wow.
did.
Okay, this gave me shivers. This gave me a shiver down my arm now. Ooh, okay.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
I mean, who didn't? I tried to go around on the swing too, but as soon as you get to an angle that is like this, you don't stay straight out on the side. You fall towards where the swing is fixed on, and that always made this little bit of falling down before then falling out, and the chains stretching again. That always made ooh. I'm loving some apple pie. Ooh, give me also some apple pie. Sniffer, sniffer, sniffer. When I was little, I used to swing so much that I sometimes almost felt like I was flying. I always loved to just jump off from the swing. But then I fell down on the grass and I hurt my feet, and then I thought, oh, why did I do that? But I always did it again. Anyways, I never did. I do remember falling asleep and waking up as I was at midnight and
After the
ate some.
funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
Why? It's still here.
Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
Leap swinging. I sometimes have it when I hello Ginger Fox. Welcome into the stream. Can we get a shout out for the lovely cutie bean? But yeah, I sometimes fall down in my sleep and I have a little bit of a fright because I think I would fall down for real, and then I like wriggle in my bed around and wake up. Yeah. I sometimes do have that. Yes. Hi, all of the lovely petty pets. The thing is, I never fall. You do. Oh, books that go into itself. Okay. How goes the game? It goes very interesting so far. It's not what I expected from the game. I would have expected a little bit of a different go with the game, but so far it's interesting, yes. But yeah. Give me a little bit. There. Okay. What room are we heading now in?
The passages were a pretty tight fit.
Oh, they
They'd
are.
obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
They're definitely tight, yes. I mean, it's not... Oh, this is there where we tried to go into the attic, where we got up the stairs down here. Okay. You could look behind the... Okay. Interesting. You have the orange tabby again, the cat wine. Before I go out there, I wanna go further here. Okay, this is a room. Can I make this shortcut? Is it like a Dark Souls shortcut? Okay. You have a Dark Souls shortcut now. It's been my pleasure. Kids call them passages because when they are young they're so small. Oh, we are on the outside.
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
Oh, we are in her room now. Okay. Swan Lake. I like Swan Lake. I do love Swan Lake. Anybody else like Swan Lake? Okay, what's standing there? Can't really read it, but it's 1946, but I can't really read what's standing up there. Barbara Finch, my friend Bigfoot. This looks so... I don't know how it looks. It looks so like if it would be a YouTube thumbnail. This just looks YouTube thumbnail. This house really has many hidden passages or original ways to move around the house. Yeah, it surely has. But just look at how much effort went into making this house with all of their little stylized rooms and places and stuff. Those light bulb frames are from theaters from the 1670s and 80s. I know, yeah, I know that this is from the olden makeup mirrors and stuffs. Tongue. I have a leaky tongue with teeth. Why do I notice this as the first thing when I enter the room? I enter the room
about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
and the first thing that I notice is teeth and tongue. Does that say something about me? And dreadful stories.
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Featuring Old Jack. October 61. 10 cents. Yeah. Ooh, story.
Old Jack here with another
Sorry.
ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been.
Oh, it's the
But in a lucky
mailbox you
break,
saw
she'd
outside.
been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was
BeastieCon.
just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her
What was
biggest
that for a
fan
scream?
and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency
Ouch.
room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe.
Ah,
I'll be back in a sec.
we found out something new. There is a...
Minutes later, Rick hadn't
Oh,
returned.
music box key is
So
cellar
Barbara
key.
went
Okay.
to look for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box. And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
It's actually me right now controlling it. It switched. And the Halloween music. Oh no. It's the Halloween music.
She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
Hello? What's that? What the fuck? It looks like some totem
The gang's
poles?
leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
Again, eating people. Why? What is with this game and eating others? Papa tam papa tam papa tapa tapa. Badam 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 badam. Bam. Bam. Take this. Du dreckige Shift.
The old fridge rattled and grew still.
The Spectrum music, the Halloween saga, comes to mind. Yeah. That's why I immediately thought of the Halloween music, because I do remember the song just with the Halloween, where they are in the forest and walking through the forest. I think that the scene which I still remember in my head. And there you also had this music starting, where there was on a dark alley on a dark road.
Oh dear!
It's Big Feet.
Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then
I mean, he
act
tried.
Furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
The crutch.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show.
Aww.
Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
The Alien Saga. Can't wait to see the new chapter. There is apparently a new Alien movie that came out. I haven't seen it yet, but I wanna look at it. What is that? It looks like a face in there. Do you see it? Like here the eyes, and there the mouth and the nose. Looks like a face in there. But yeah, I do like Alien too. It's my face? Really? But I don't have a reflection, see? Papada, pada, pada, papada, papada, pada. Dreckige Shift. I am the wielder of the crutch. Oh look, Molly's room didn't have the drawings on it. So this is still before her. Before Molly's time. Because they didn't put in the room, the door color. This room still had the drawings of the whale and stuff.
Walter had vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and
6
notify the
feet?
police of any suspicious
He's
activity.
smaller than me. Look behind
I
you!
returned, saw the hook man, and was speechless. He was quite smashing. And there he was. He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
Ba-dum-ba-ba. Nah, nah. Aw. They had a model train going in and all around. Look there, that's kinda cute. But why wouldn't they make a round? Why does the tracks end here? Why didn't they make a round track?
That night, she played her part beautifully.
I am certified dork. Okay, why is Molly's art and room here, but the door is not drawn like it was on the other place, like you have seen before? Duk duk.
She thought about abandoning Walter, but just couldn't do it.
I can't? Okay, why can't I? Where's Walter? What is a Walter?
Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges He wasn't moving.
One shot.
She sensed the story might not be over yet.
We have a one shot kill. Now jump down and press R1, then it can make a drop down attack. And now watch when we turn around and go up, he's not there anymore. Told you, he's gone.
Had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was...
Told you, he's gone.
At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Oh dear.
Dun dun dun.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen.
Monster gangbang.
She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life.
Wait, what? She got eaten by the monsters?
I
Okay.
wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter? Hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's
Walter.
another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear. Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
Yes, you did good. An eerie tale.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
Huh. But I will make a short little pee break. So, don't run away. I'll be back soon. You're a step back in time. And welcome, welcome. Not welcome, I'm back, I mean. Moronic needs a leak. Well, I am a leak, that's why I had to go to pee. Because the leak did not want to stop. Honey and the deaf include the US. Usually anywhere from Alaska to Idaho. North Carolina puts a smile on my face seeing my childhood. Okay. Yes, I had to run through the entire house, peeing on everything, and when I reached the toilet, it was too late already. But at least everybody knows it's my place now. Just kidding, of course. I didn't pee all the way to the toilet. Barb Street, okay. Oh. But my neck hurts. Oh. That cake is old. It's at least 2. See? There's 2 candles. The cake is at least 2. Hey, look, you have a picture of Jack. Are you on meds for a neck and stuff? Nope. I have no meds that I have to take. I am completely med free. Okay, we have nothing to see here. Oh, that's why the little shortcut in the middle,
I guess
because
now I know why
the
Mom
doors.
didn't like me playing with the music box.
Because the door is sealed up. That's why. Okay. Now I know why. Yes, I have seen the doctor because I have this because of my time in the army. The time in the army started this, and I do have several X-rays of my neck, etc. That's why I know that I have a cerebral misalignment thingy. Halswirbelfehlstellung, how it is called in German.
It's funny. All those times I played with the music box and never found the basement key.
I actually have 2 YouTube channels, yes. One is new, one is old. Music box was in the ground floor, yes. Okay, we have seen their room, we have seen their room. We were behind this, I assume. We have seen Molly, and we have seen here. And here was the bed standing from them. That means you have to go down and turn around and around on the music box. Music box was next to the cellar. Yes, here. And keep on turning, keep on turning, keep on turning. There we have the key. Da 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 da. But yeah, Sorava, if you want to find them, my big one where I have mostly my VODs on is Ranik Vorax on Twitch, and my second YouTube channel where I am like putting stuffs of my travels and motorcycle stuffs on it is Traveling Meerkat. Polar white bleach. But yeah, pool table is memory for me too, because I was in the pool table club in my youth, and I participated in like 2 or 3 pool table tourneurs, championship tourneurs. Turnier in German. I don't know how you English people call it properly.
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
I mean, you should have a tetanus shot nonetheless. Everybody should have a tetanus shot. Oh, there they preparing her canvases. Zebra. Unicorn. Strong something. It's kid safe, so why can't I go into the cellar? Into the cellar. Yes, cellar it was, yes. Oh, it's a Dirk. I always think it's the blue screen of the Dirk slide that crushed him, I think. And of course, garden gnome. Get gnomed. Whoo! Tournament, yes. Attorney. Smoky forest lacquer. Snug tight home insulator. It's the Snuggular 175. That just sounds so silly. It's Snuggular. Rainbow Glory. Ooh, look, it's gay color. It's the Rainbow Glory. It's UV proof. And we are extra resilient. Red Rover. Aw, look at this. Look at the Labrador. Look how happy he is. Oh. Happy doggo.
I saw Edie
But
sneak down to
it's
the
so
basement
dark
once,
here.
carrying packages.
Can I have some kind of a light here?
I thought maybe she was hiding presents.
Okay. Oh, it's the fridge from the other story.
It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
Is this like a bunker? Are we finding a bunker right now? What is this place?
I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone. She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could.
This definitely is like some Cold War bunker here. Yeah, you see the food piles already. Alvin O's. Koala, cereal. No, it's the word that I pea soup. It's not bland.
If there's a pattern in all these stories,
A lot of propane. Grape jelly. Peanut butter. You like your peanut butter creamy or chunky? Cause I like the peanut butter when it has chunks in it. I'm sorry for that. Quickly had to say my boyfriend blah goodbye, because he is heading out. Sweetie crisps. A sweet way to start the morning. You also like it chunky? Jiggly Farm grape jelly. Tasty beans.
I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
I mean, yeah, I imagined that those are no real brands. I'm hybrid, but still. That's a lot of shaved cream. I never use shaved cream. And he has like tons of shaved cream here. I just shaved my beard like a man. No cream, just put the razor on it, and done. Gone away. Yes, all your cream, yes. Oh, Walter. Oh, he also his little hobby place here too. So he could do his trains. There we have the story, I guess.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years. On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week.
What for shaking? And why is he down here for so long?
But after a few days, I settled into a routine.
We had one of those at home. We had those at home in my home. Those can openers. Yes, we had one of those. We had one exact same one, where you had the one that hinks below and above.
That's what kept me sane.
I mean, usually nowadays you always get your can with a latch. It's been years since I have seen a can where you actually have to open this by hand. Because nowadays you just make like a drinking bottle. You just put the lid and off.
Having a schedule, living for today. I always expected to be dead tomorrow.
Directly out of the can. Just gulp it all down.
But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything.
Yeah, those pears. But who eats those directly out of the pan? Out of the can.
On the other side of the door starts to feel normal.
You open a can and you take the can to your mouth and just slurp up the peaches, or what?
Almost friendly.
Nom, 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 nom.
And then one day, everything just stopped.
How many of those do you still
Whatever
wanna
that thing was,
binge?
it was gone.
Oh,
Maybe it
he's
got tired
older.
of
Now he has
waiting.
those the old
Or maybe I just
skin
got tired
thing.
of being afraid.
I mean, yeah, with time the thing you're scared of, with time it just becomes normal.
It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting. I have to leave. Well, I still can.
But why don't you let me leave then? Oh, there's another one. Another exit. I mean, crackers are tasty. Who doesn't like crackers? Okay. Is this?
I know it's out there somewhere.
This is a second exit here.
Whatever killed Barbara and Molly.
Well, Barbara got killed by the monsters. Molly, I actually don't know what she got killed by. Her monster that she was in her bed. Did that kill her?
And Calvin.
Calvin just died. We don't know why.
Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me.
I'm healthier now. That's good to know.
Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food. I don't mind if I only have a year left.
You go take that year.
Or a month. Or a single week.
Yes, you go claim
I'd
it.
be happy with one new day.
You got it,
I can
Walter.
already imagine the sun on my face.
That might not even have been a week. I know you were in a bunker for 30 years,
Walter
but...
died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
But you know, you should know train tracks are dangerous. God damn it. Walter. Train tracks dangerous. You hear me?
I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me.
At least he had a good view. With Mount Fuji. I know it's not Mount Fuji. Okay, let's repeat the exactly same. Now we go down and then we wait for the train and we let ourselves be driven over.
Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter.
Yes, I know that it's a fake. Well, it's I know that it's a fake window. I know it's just painted on. I was just kidding, Hybrid.
But if she never told me about an uncle under the house, I can only imagine what else she was hiding.
I never said something about being offended.
I don't want to make the same mistakes she made.
I just said, yes, I know it is. That was pretty clear that you have below the ground that you don't have a real window to the outside, you know? Boop.
Trying to bury something that's still alive.
Uh-oh, it's the train tracks. We know what happened on the train tracks.
Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe 2, I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself.
Meow, 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 meow,
And find out what happened to everyone else.
When your wolf comes
But now
for
I'm worried the stories
you.
themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse. We made it real.
Aww. They made him a cross with his hobbies, with the train set and stuff. Aww. Aww. That's... Aww. Well, I don't think we have to fear the train. But no, what train would have a curve to the left and then immediately curve this quickly to the right? That's very, very tight for a train. That's a very tight curve for a train. Who would engineer that?
I don't know if I should even be writing this.
Are we now... Can we go up to the statues now?
Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me.
But you wanted to find out about your people, about your family. Oh. I just thought, how can this still have power? It's one of those solar lamps.
But I thought you should know about your family.
Yeah. Knowing about your family always is a good thing.
And the history you're a part of.
What's there?
Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now.
Oh yeah, I do feel lost. That's for sure. I do feel lost.
I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth.
This looks also like a comfy spot to look out in the ocean from here. This looks very comfy to be here. And yes, we're coming to the statues, I think. Now we can finally see what for statues those are. Or do we get to the back to the home first? Because I don't think...
When you look at the house,
Oh,
that
yeah.
history of imagination and stubbornness and madness.
Yeah, I still wonder if we can go into the attic. Because we have not gotten into the attic now, yet.
Any of it seems possible.
They even had their own water tower here. On the house. Little latch gate, yeah. I remember such stuff. But it's so dark. I would like a little bit more light to explore
we've been
better.
surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it.
I mean, you always should be used to death, kinda, because death is an integral part of life. It is very integral. Can't I take the lamp with me?
What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house?
Well, a family that has troubles with getting to the place where you built the house. Sorry to hear.
It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one. 3 of the gerbils were mine, and 2 had been my fault.
Those are a lot of Greystone. Schatzi! That's German! Schatzi is German for like honey or sweetie. Schatzi! Hey there, Schatzi. Shadow. Christopher. Bob. Oliver. Oh, I like Schatzi. It's Bailey. Then we have Sirpy, Lurpy, Furpy, Chirpy, Burpy, Derpy and Derpy Jr. We have Lucy, Daisy, Tucker, Charlie, Coco, Zoe. So many pets. These are all pets. Wow, they had a lot of pets.
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
I mean, the cemetery is pretty cool. If it gets from cemetery design, I have to say the cemetery looks pretty cool. With the bench in the middle, you have this walk around, and then you have the cemetery with their hobbies, with their interests on. Molly with cats. Calvin with his fascination for space and science fiction. Sven with the handyman. Eddie with the books. Walter. Why didn't Walter have trains? But he has a little figurine out of... should this be the train tunnel where he got driven over? Is this like a... where the tunnel where he came out? And Barbara with the movie star, the Broadway star. Because she was the actress. I actually think this is a pretty cool cemetery. You have their names and you have something that was important to their life on top of it. It's a pretty cool idea, a pretty cool
I'm
spot.
sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away.
Oh, that's him on the destroyed house as they came here with the sunken house they had in the story.
She could see it poking out of the water at low tide.
That's the house they had before. That is their old house. This actually is a place with a lot of history. I dig it, I dig it.
Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night.
Okay, can I have some more here? Guess not. Also see the train tracks. Where would the train continue from there? These train tracks don't make no sense. They don't make any sense how they are light off. Yes. No, when your fishes are broken, it still is. You see the red dot there on the side. The red dot is from the game. If you see, right here under the pillow there, you see. That still is a sign that it is not reconnected. So yeah, the fishy game still is broken. I don't know why it is broken. What do I have to do now? Do I jump down? Don't tell me I have... Okay, it can't. First I thought I would have to jump down because I could go so far to the border. But no, I can't. I don't have to jump down. What do I have to do then? Here. Do I have
The
to
east
go...
side was always easier for me to understand.
I go back to the house. That is what I do.
But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from.
Oh no, there's a second pathway. Oh, I didn't even see that one.
Her dad had been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better.
Gregory, Sam, and Gus. He died in July. It is only 33 years. Why do all of the people here die so young? Except of Walter. Walter died at an old age, and their grandparents. But everybody else here seems
She
to be
lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did.
so
I get
young
why
of
she
age.
tried so hard to protect us.
In fact, this is the Northwest strikes a nerve. Oh, sorry. Sorry that my games always strike a nerve with you, hybrid.
We never found Milton's body, so my mom insisted we were putting up a monument, not a tombstone.
Aww.
There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself.
Oh, we can go up the treehouse now.
But looking back on it now,
Yes.
if she told me there was going to be so much climbing,
Oh, we come here into the attic. Okay, now we can go into the
I
attic.
never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
Okay, okay. I just thought it would be like a figure out of the roof, but it wasn't not.
I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common.
Aw, he made out of the old milk bottles. He made birdhouses. Aw, that's cute. That's smart and cute because of the recycling aspect and stuff. And of course your mosquito zapper. Yep.
They were both pretty intense.
Fair. Oh, he's more of a hunter person. Yeah. Classic. Yeehaw.
Sam spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous.
Bears
being in front
beware.
of the camera.
Yeah.
I guess we're all afraid of something.
I actually never understood trophy hunting. That is something that I just don't understand. I mean, hunting for food, I understand fully. But trophy hunting, I just don't understand why you would trophy hunt. It's just silly. No, don't continue already. There's still so much in this room to see. I just wanted to see what that is.
Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
Okay. He was probably searching his Viking in combat death because they apparently seem to be from the northern places. With Odin, Sven, and all of those, and their Viking cookbooks and stuff. Yeah. Storms chase you, not the other way around. Okay. Okay, I think we have everything. Now I can go to his story.
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
Am I gonna have to shoot anything?
It's a hunting trip, Dawn. Shooting is strongly encouraged.
Snacker stacker. Okay, Finch. It's so hard to focus with this thing.
Should we be leaving?
Just want to get a shot of you, Dawn, then we can take off.
Flashbang.
What?
Oh, I didn't even notice that she's there. I didn't even notice that.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it? I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit. Okay, got it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna
Always
take
with
some
her
pictures,
book.
okay?
Just be careful. That camera's older than you are.
Hey, Furry Cures, welcome into the stream. How's you doing, you smelly boy?
Should not have drunk all that coffee. Hey!
That's a keeper.
I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Dawn. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Dawn, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years.
But then chill. I mean, look, we are here, chill, nice camping trip. What's not to like about this?
Last time I was with my brother Calvin. Man, that was a great trip.
Booty, booty, booty.
Your grandpa Sven taught us how to fish, how to build a fire.
Please stay on trails.
We found an old logging trail. There were deer everywhere.
What if you are a deer and you stay on the trail? Are they still allowed to shoot
If I could remember
you?
where that trail was, we'd spot a buck for you in no time.
You still like it, Furry Cures?
Give me a minute to check the map.
Yes, I give you all of the minutes you want.
Dawn, don't you think you could find something more interesting to photograph?
No.
Let's see.
Poems. Oh, she's reading a poem book.
Maybe.
Are there maybe some booties we can hunt?
Was it?
No booties sighted.
Could have been.
We have some nice stretches there. Still no booties. Yes, story, can you progress, please? There we have one.
Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of you.
Dad, I...
Just... Let me get behind you.
Do I have to do this?
Dawn, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive, you'll need to be strong.
Oh, don't shoot the
Keep
deer.
yourself squared up, elbows down, like we practiced. Whenever you're ready. Great shot, Dawn.
Wow, I hit. I wanted to take a picture, and I took the picture at the exact same moment where he shot the deer. That was perfect. That was frame perfect.
I'm proud of you, Dawn. Always remember that.
That
Okay?
shot was frame perfect. I know she's crying. Oh.
Sorry, Dawn. Just gotta reset the timer.
Oh. That was what I had to do.
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally normal, Dawn. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about.
Dad!
Victory for deer. Okay, that was unsuspected.
Of all these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
Wow, okay. Well, for being such a tough person, he pretty easily got pushed down. Thank you, Vanier. But I did before already, as nobody was here. But thank you, Vanier. Yeah, I never said I have weak necks, but still. That was okay. I would never have guessed that. I mean, maybe
After
would
Sam
have
died,
guessed it out of
my mom and Edie got really close.
They
both lost a lot.
pure being silly, but I never thought it would actually do that. Thank you for the hydrate. Nom, 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 nom. Blah. Stop it. Don't throw me around like that. Nyeh. Gregory. Gregory, you have to hide in me. Or whatever fast bear that was. Gregory, you have to vent. You have to poke face. Gregory, make your poke face. Divorce contract. Ooh.
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it.
Oh. He might still drown in the bath.
I wish he could have told us about the world he saw.
Oh yeah.
Hey, there's so much I don't understand.
I was right.
Gregory. About everything.
At least he died to a good music.
But I know what happened wasn't your fault. I'm sure he's happy.
Aww.
And he'd want you to be happy too. Good luck,
Aww.
Kay. Love, Sam.
That is actually so sad. And that on the divorce contract was only 1 year old. And then they got a divorce because... Ah. Come on. Yeah, exactly. You don't just leave your kid alone in a bathtub. But he looked so happy. Now I feel kinda bad that they made all of those jokes.
Yet.
I think now we see the very first thing about Gus. We have never seen something about Gus. I think this is the very first time we see something from him. A poem for Gus.
A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea.
Sneefy,
Our father
sneefy.
never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard.
I did love to flow with a kite.
My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart.
Yum.
I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, we don't need a stepmom were the words that I remember.
Oh, they have the marriage right down below where he has this kite. Booty still stinky. Well, of course it's a booty. Of course it's still stinky. What do you expect, Furrykers? How far can I turn around? I can turn fully around, okay. That is a totem that we had.
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined and as a sign held up his middle finger.
You don't do that to your dad.
The wind picked up and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent.
Oh, will he get struck by lightning? Yum. Yum.
The rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made.
Yum.
The thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power. But all all my father said to this was, make the music louder.
Okay. Yeah, of course. When there's a storm, just make the music louder.
I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea, and foam.
Looks
But I
like a...
didn't. Until we found you.
Just a... Not a tornado, just a strong bad weather.
She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
And Gus is a good name. My yin is called Gus, so yeah. I said Gus is a good name. Aww, with his kite up there still. Gus, Don, and Gregory, they all had their own light. Raise the flag 7:30, breakfast 8, quiet time 11. Gus off a fart. Like, of course. It was a very, very gusty force. Duties. Greg, be a baby. Greg had the duty to be a baby. But is this the normal American daytime you have? You stand up at 7:30 am, you raise the flag, then you have breakfast. And then you have sleepy time at 11 p.m. Is that like a normal American day? Really? I was just joking around because of that, but really? Is it like that? Oh, climbing wall.
My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died. At the time, it was as far away as she could get.
Oh, I see colorful thingies on the side. I like colorful thingies on the side. Oh, we are getting up and further up in the house.
Religion
The
was
Holy
another
Bible.
thing my mom never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died.
Anybody else reading the Holy Bible? I heard it's quite a good book. Many people have read it. And it got sold plenty of times.
She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
I don't think I ever read the Bible. Yeah, we had like religion class, or how it was called. Yeah, a religion class in school. But we mostly just learned about different beliefs than our own belief.
My
Actually, it
mom
was
moved to
pretty
India
interesting.
A week after graduation and got a job teaching English.
Actually, it was pretty interesting, since we learned so many different things besides Christianity.
Louis was born a year later.
And yeah, I remember old landlines. Oh yeah, we're almost at the top, it looks like. I have the missing posters everywhere, but at least they had solar panels. I think this will be the last room then. We go up there and then over there, in this room and then there, I think. Let's see.
When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go.
Dawn. Did Dawn live in...
I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back.
Oh, it's just their gardens. I thought she would just live out with no walls and nothing. I'm gonna make you burp. No.
The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that.
No. Stop it. I'm sleepy. Now why I'm so sleepy all
And
of
for
a sudden.
while, things were good. Almost normal.
Oh yeah, they had their book on homeschooling done. this was their classroom. Their homeschooling classroom. Multiplications tables. Yeah, stop it. Yeah. Reading is a hoot. Great job. Awesome.
But it didn't last.
The Curse of Odin Finch by Edith Finch. That's us. Classifications of living things. Don't throw me around. Oi. Plant, animal, fungus, protist. What is a protist? I only know a protest. Phew. Love it. Mwah. Kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genome, species, and variety. Oi! Very curious. Yeah, stop it. Nyeh. To teach and to learn. 7 ways to create a fulfilling classroom. Dawn Finch. She teaches by her own book that she wrote? Really? Okay. Scientific method. Observation. Question. Research. Hypothesis. Experiment. Data and conclusion. Hey look, it's morning chai.
The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle.
Okay, we have a little bit more to still go through, okay. First one to see there. Yeah, I do notice that you make my stomach bubble. You make me all of the bubblies. Who's this? This again gives me...
I think Edie was happy to finally have another painter in the family.
This looks kinda pretty cool. Ooh. There was an elevator. This actually is cool. The little cool little place he had. The magic paintbrush.
The magic paintbrush.
Aww. It's a story in a story. Yeah, flip book. Flip books are actually pretty cool.
I was 4 when Milton disappeared.
Okay, we're just missing like Dawn and Lewis now. And Eddie maybe at the bottom tiers there. But I think we're pretty close at the end, I think.
Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors.
Must be pretty cozy, kinda, to have a bed here and sleep here and have like this panoramic view, and if you look up on the night sky and stuff. I bet this is a
Whatever
lovely
Milton
place
had
to
found
be.
in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
Probably overtaken by grief, she sealed the door object. I don't know. I actually don't know. I don't know why every door is sealed like this, with the spray foam. Especially on every door, so just some doors, and the rest you can just go in through a not closed window and stuff.
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Louis blamed himself.
I guess, yeah,
After he
maybe.
graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
I think I still can finish this game before I wanna give my neck a rest. This looks cool. I wanna go in there. Like a boathouse. Boathouse.
Louis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
Yeah. Hey, Ralph. Don't punk the market. A shisha. Can. A bottle opener. This is very trippy image. It's a Wonderland Turbo! Who hasn't had one of those? High school diploma. Orcas Island Regional High School.
Louis and I spent a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot.
I don't even know if that is a real thing or not, because the memory discs look like a PlayStation 1 memory disc, and the layout reminds me very much of a PlayStation 1. With here on this button you have the CD opener, and there you have the power button. If this PlayStation 1 you had like the exact same controller cords and stuff. I only remember GameCube. Well, I started with a console that was pre-PS1 even. It was like a console. You had two controllers you could take out, which were just like one nib, like it's just one, you know, those nibble things you have in arcade. A nibble, you know, those pole with a dot on it. I don't know how you would call it in English. A joystick. It's one joystick just. And you had like several buttons on the console itself where you could switch the games. And the games were just black screen and white stuff on it. Like Pong. It's just black and white. But they had like 10 games on it. You just could press different buttons on the console to switch to the game. No Pac-Man we didn't have that. It was just like a motorcycling jumping game. We had Pong and such stuff. It was very, very basic. That was my very first console I had. Then I got a PlayStation 1. My first game on the PlayStation 1 was Tomb Raider 3 actually. And then I bought from some relatives a Nintendo 64. And we always went down where I lived down the road to a store where you could rent video games. It was a video game and board game rental shop. And I always ran down and said, "Mom, may I have a little bit of money to rent a new game?" I always went down and rented games. I didn't buy games because we haven't had much money in back in my youth. I only always could afford to rent them for a week. Well, yeah, it was fun times. This looks also like a very cozy. Yes, it was like those gummy bouncy balls, like medical. Wasn't those not even medical balls? But didn't they say like your back muscles will get trained and stuff when you sit on this, not on a normal chair and stuff. Yeah, olden times, the good old times. What's that? Institute of Psychology.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse.
Oh, substance abuse.
Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life.
Substance abuse is never good.
He kept working at the cannery, but he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior.
Take a fishy,
His mind
kill a
began
fishy.
to-
Take a fishy, kill a fishy. Yes, his mind began to what?
Wander.
Oh, I can control it. Okay,
I asked him to describe it.
I control the game and I control the fishes here. Okay, that's actually pretty
He
cool.
said he started small, imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way about. Then something moved. Bats. And toads.
Whoa. Look, is this a dragon skeleton?
And things that have not names.
What is this?
He knew it was all in his head.
He imagines his own games.
But he took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself. But he found something more.
Ooh, it gets more and more intriguing, more and more
I worried about him then.
refined.
Daydreaming at the cannery. I
Yeah.
spoke with his boss,
It's actually hard to control both.
but he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused.
Actually not that
Like
easy.
a whole new Lewis.
Did you
So I let
redeem
him
the
go
drink
on.
here again? I did drink, and you didn't do another drink since that. Very curious, I don't... No, I don't see anything in the activity feed.
I even encouraged him.
Yeah.
It seemed very promising at first.
Stop it.
He told me he'd made a new friend. On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia.
Whoa, okay.
He built the city up slowly, brick by brick.
I
Then
really
he
have
made
to say,
musicians.
he has a good and strong imagination. If he can dream all this up next to working perfectly like his boss said. His boss said he does work pretty good and stuff.
And songs for them to play. He talked about starting a band.
I
And
know
he was
it's
always
taking
humming
more and
something.
more space up.
Every day his imagination grew stronger.
The fishes.
He no longer spoke at the cannery.
I mean, of course he doesn't speak in the cannery if he has to imagine all of this on the side.
but his chopping was as reliable as ever.
Until
Then one day
he
it
chopped his
struck him
hand.
that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination, so he could do whatever he wished.
Oh, he loses the distinguishing between real life and fantasy. He imagines where he is now in the cannery is fantasy too. I can see already.
He held an election for leader, and he won.
It's the Mario slide.
They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him. He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on.
Shh, it wasn't me, Furry Cures. Don't tell lies.
New Louisville.
New Louisville, okay. Very British.
St. Louis. We
You have the
started drifting
British
away
arc.
from our reality.
We have England arc, we make everything England.
Minneapolis. Until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery.
Okay.
Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Louis kept sailing on.
His mother came into the cannery already because he doesn't go home anymore, it's just in his fantasy. You can still see her in the back there, arguing with her hands.
In
That
Louisburg,
is-
he heard rumors of a
Let's
beautiful
go prince. Because we like our princess. Don't we?
The prince was on his own quest for
Radiant rainbows, of course. We love some rainbow princess and prince.
radiant rainbows. He followed the sound of his
Electric guitar, electric sitar.
electric sitar.
So hard.
His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon. Even then, his logic remained sound.
Okay, we have now only the game.
He knew the world was all in his imagination.
Your only game now.
But he was so proud of having created it. In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king.
I imagine that he just cuts off his own hand or something like this. When he's imagining so much that he just...
For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Louis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace.
And we have again, I'm losing reality. No, the real Louis is not in the cannery. The real Louis is here.
My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
Yeah. Losing yourself in your fantasy, not able to draw the lines again anymore. The cannery.
He began to forget the world we know.
What's happening?
I think it pained him to remember Louis, the cannery worker.
What's happening to us? We are walking up to ourself. in the cannery. What are we doing?
He began to despise the man with a royal contempt. I still thought I could save him.
Oh. Whoa.
Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder. The palace would be packed with his companions.
But we are so far into our fantasy that we don't have any real connection anymore to us. Before we had a fantasy and real connection. Now we have only the fantasy.
Including the wise Calico who'd insisted on inviting me.
So yeah, he's slipping from reality. Small little cat. Bum, bum.
His prince waited, holding his crown. There was only one thing left to do.
All being happy and living ever after, or how it was called.
Bend down his head.
Oh. Do you see what I see? It's a guillotine. It's a guillotine.
And the rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
This one actually gave me goosebumps again. I have goosebumps on my arm. Ah, fuck.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
Sorry to hear, Hybrid. Sorry that the games that I play always make you feel sick. But this actually gave me goosebumps.
He was so proud of being Indian. I think for him, it was a way to be something other than just a Finch.
Exit. But this game actually is pretty cool. Now I know why this game was overwhelmingly positive on Steam. This game is actually pretty cool.
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie.
Scusi?
I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder.
And I hydrate for fairy cures. Don't eat the meerkat around that has just drunken something.
I wish we'd stayed.
Are those packing peanuts?
But I understand why we left. My mom ended up leaving everything behind.
Disaster relief. Sanjay Kumar. He was disasters relief person, an evacuation specialist. Okay, that's interesting.
What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner.
And what happened? But the burpees. Yeah, there are a lot of burpees if you shake a meerkat. Blah. Excuse me. I think
But
this
it had to end one way or another.
will be now the most top.
All that's left now was to tell you about that last night.
Okay, let's see what that last night was. That's actually a cool pen.
That whole last day,
Now we
Edie
get
just watched
hers.
his pack and didn't say a word.
No, wait,
Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
I'm confused.
To our final night together, and all our final nights apart.
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are
Edith,
very
I
specific.
left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our
I'm
last...
not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
Okay. Getting into a fight, I say, I presume.
the power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance. Or that Edie had a key to it.
Well, it's pretty... That's not very secure if you have a door here that you seal up and you have here... That's not secure! Not at all! You can't just put no door here at all if you have this.
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house.
Blunderbox. Store your shit. Perfect for stocking. I like this. The blunderbox. Store your shit. It's perfect for stacking.
Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight.
Okay, that's why we survived, I guess. And
we'll
we
have
are
the nursing home send a van for you in the morning. Okay?
History of the Finches.
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out.
And we could see our old house, I guess. Because the tide were so much. Yeah, the old house is completely...
It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground.
I knew it.
There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it smelled awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life. But I never thought I'd go back to it. When the fog rolled in, I lost my way.
It's always dangerous when you are on out on the ocean floor when there is an ebb.
I got turned around.
That's always dangerous.
I started seeing things.
Sure.
Things I'd forgotten had ever existed.
A bat?
But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me.
An old oven.
Or maybe I came back to them.
And we found our way to the home. I mean, that is an old house.
Can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it. Let go. I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car. I never saw Great Grandma Edie again. The next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone.
Ooh, but where did she go?
After that, we moved around a lot.
You always do that, opening your window, putting your arm out and say, "Hey, I'm flying in the wind." I did that so often as a kid. Feeling the wind resistance while you drive. Those are childhood memories of mine.
My mom didn't like to talk about it. But she started getting sick a lot. The rest happened pretty quickly.
Ooh, Dawn Finch.
She got better for a while, and then she didn't.
Maybe just some
And then I was
medical
alone.
condition.
The last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you.
About me?
I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes.
Yeah, sometimes you need much more time to
And
understand.
appreciate how strange and brief all of this is.
What's this for a tube? I immediately had dirty thoughts about this tube. But what is this for a tube?
This journal was supposed to be for you.
My first thought as I was seeing this was we're in some bowels.
But now I hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you.
It's a war stream.
And tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way.
Oh, we are reading this now. I have no idea. Very
This
curious.
is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it.
Oh,
It's
she
a
was
lot to ask.
pregnant.
But I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
Edith Finch was pregnant, and she is the kid, and he is the kid, or she is the kid of Edith Finch. We played as her kid. Now I understand. A story by Giant Sparrow for Shirley Dallas. 48 to 13. This was actually a pretty cool game. I'm glad I streamed today, so I could experience this game. Aww. Story makes me sad and happy. Yeah, it definitely had its ups and downs. But well, you were investigating the history of your family. And if you are the only one left in your family, well, yes, everybody else is dead, obviously. But they did it interesting in how you re-evaluated or investigated into the stories of your family tree, like with the little episodes where you lived at the end of their lives. It was actually pretty interesting because you also had so many different, and also so many different aspects in how it was done. From like having the fantasy one, from having the thing where you controlled something different, and the one where you just had your camera to look around and nothing else. It actually was pretty cool. They did great with this game. And there we had Barbara with their acting. And then were Sam and Calvin with the space and the military. That's a big ball pit. Oh, I never had such a big ball pit. And the peaches. Walter's peaches. Ah. Oh, there we had she on the hunting trip, where she didn't want to hunt. I did used to have an entire inflatable pool full of it. Really? I never really had ball pit stuff. Thinking about it, I never really was in a ball pit in my entire life. I was in quite a few bouncy castles. But a ball pit, I don't think I ever was in a ball pit. And then when we said screw it and fill it with water and the balls went everywhere. Ah, I can believe that. Annapurna. Dinopati. Oculim. In memory of Louis Finch. Aww. In the end. Aww. I enjoyed this game. The replay story is now available. Select edit to play from the beginning. And you can replay every story on their own. It's actually pretty cool. But yeah, thank you all for being with me, you wonderful, wonderful beings. But for now, I will look for somebody to raid because my neck hurts. It hurts. And we're gonna raid somebody I never am able to raid, namely Whiskey Dingo, because he does his streamathon and I never can raid him because he always streams at like 2 AM. So I wanna take the chance and rate him when I can. Thank you all for being here. I love the stream for you again. And rate message. We came in search of skill. You can take this as a rate message if you want. Well, yeah, thank you for you being here. Loved every single second of you all being here. And yeah, I hope I will see you next week again for my last stream. And then I am away for 4 weeks in my Japan vacation. Until that, bye bye and love you all. Bye bye, you sweet beans.